Oh.
Well. All right. Do you want to start it off, Henry?
Yeah, so anyways, I went to IKEA for the first time in my life today. And pretty cool place, I gotta say. All the stuffed animals is kind of weird. I don't really understand all the stuffed animals.
There were stuffed animals there?
There's so many stuffed animals there. I don't get it. I don't understand.
The last time I went there, there was not stuffed animals.
There's so many. They're like in every section. There's like a section of stuffed animals pretty much. And then I thought it was cool how they had like a daycare thingy because the store is like, it's huge. And the food looked disgusting. And I never want to eat in IKEA.
Yeah, I don't know why people talk. Like, I don't know why people will like get food from IKEA. Because I feel like I've seen multiple like YouTubers eat at IKEA.
Isn't it just like shitty Costco? Like that's
It's
what it looks like to me.
it's really bad Costco. It's like Wiener Schnitzel bad.
Yeah. Because Costco's really good and it's cheap.
$2 feels good. I miss when they had a bigger selection though. Right now, if you go there, it's like super limited, which makes sense. But
yeah.
But still, you gotta, you miss it a bit. I went there like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
So instead, we went to our favorite Thai place on our way back, and they have this. The best thing that they have there is like a garlic basil fried chicken, and we got 2 orders of it in varying degrees of spiciness. And it should last us like 4 days, so that's good.
You guys like buy a bucket of it or what? How's it gonna last? How's it gonna last you 4 days?
There's a lot. One order is a lot. One order is enough for like 2 days.
Makes sense.
It's a lot of chicken.
When I was working in Port Angeles, I kept eating at like the same Chinese place, and I'd always get like a one of the big dinner size combo meals and like one of the platters or something as an appetizer, and then I'd just eat it for like 2 days straight.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what we did. We went all out this time.
Yeah, I just hate going to the store a lot or like going out to eat a lot. It's like nice when you can just like buy it in bulk.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we usually go to the grocery store like every 2 weeks, I think.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess you cook at home a lot though. Like you guys both do that.
Well, it's mostly me now that I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The last time we went, I just like filled the entire fridge up with like fresh vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, I saw your meat closet in the freezer there, buddy.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, you got a lot in there.
Yeah, I was gonna make steaks for you the next time you're over.
Yeah, Karina told me.
Yeah.
I'm hyped. You know I'm into that.
I know you are. She's also into it. I bought what was it? There were like some New York steaks on sale. This was the first time we went grocery shopping after I went in, or after I moved in.
Yeah.
And there were some New York steaks on sale. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll get some of these. And Karina was like, "You're getting steak, Henry? I never get steak." And I was like, "It's on sale. It's like $5 for 2 super nice steaks."
Yeah.
And I got them, and then she's like, "Can we have steak every week?" After I cooked them, and she had it.
I don't blame her after having that steak ramen that we had the one time, man. I still think it's funny that I keep bringing that up, even though it's literally like just steak put in ramen. But
yeah,
it's damn good.
It's good steak.
Like the last time me and Raquel went camping, like we did that with leftover like shish kebab that we had.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Oh, we should do that again next time." It's like, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
I just happen to have a bowl of ramen in the food bucket that I bring.
That's epic. Yeah, I'm sad that we couldn't go camping.
Gosh, the weather here was such ass today.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, it was so bad.
It was just
when
like
we were driving,
it
pouring rain.
It was pretty Juno-y, I guess.
Yeah, Juneau in like the fall
Yeah, just
and in the spring.
constant wind and rain.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah. So I don't know. It sucks. I just don't want to haul people on a trip that sucks. I know, like me and Raquel had one really rainy trip,
Hmm.
and it's just kind of miserable.
Yeah, I mean, I've been forced to camp while it's like raining, and it's like even when there's a fire going, you just want to like stay in the tent the whole time.
Yeah.
You like never want to leave because you just don't want to get soaked.
I definitely don't want to turn you guys off of coming. So
Yeah, you should talk about your camping escapades. That's sort of a new development
yeah.
since
So
the last podcast.
yeah. So for record, the last podcast took me two months to edit for whatever reason. I don't know why, but anyway, in that time, I started camping, and just dumped money into it for like a month straight, just buying a lot of gear, and I have like multiple tents now, and all sorts of expensive stuff, and kind of got into it. I initially bought a tent, like a shitty $40 tent.
I remember this tent.
Like
I remember this tent from like 4 years ago.
it was 2 years ago, specifically because I watched it after. Sorry, I bought it after initially watching Euro Camp, and I was like, damn, which is a camping anime, by the way, is seasonal, and I think it was about 2 years ago. And anyway, so I bought it, and I was like, I want to get into camping now. Like, it just sounds so fun and relaxing. And then I bought the tent, and then I got too busy for that summer to go camping, and I just never went. But finally, I had a quarter life crisis, and so I got into that, and I was able to get like one of my friends to go with me, my friend Raquel, and so we started camping like every week or every other week, and I got into backpacking as well, and I've done that twice now. But anyway, so I'm just having a lot of fun doing that, going out. So far it's just been winter camping because it's been like mid-October through now, so it's been cold the entire time. But that's fine. I mean, I got good.
That's
layers
honestly, it's like the best time to camp for me, anyways.
Yeah. Well, there's no flies and shit. That's nice.
Yeah, I love camping in the winter with the snow.
Yeah. It sucks. Like this week would have been fun, in my opinion, to go if it was just like 10 degrees colder. Because there's a ton of rain, which would have been fun to be in a fucking in
snowstorm,
in a big snowstorm. Yeah, that'd be fun as hell, in my opinion. But yeah, dealing with the rain is just miserable. But what did you want to like cook or whatever whenever we do end up going together?
Well, I wanted to bring steak for sure. Because I was gonna bring my cast irons. I wanted to do steak. I wanted to do like for breakfast. I wanted to do like a breakfast hash. With probably just like really finely diced potatoes that I would fry, and then also like parsley, eggs, bacon, onion or shallots.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
And then I wanted to do like a seafood dinner or something sometime also.
Yeah, me and Raquel did that once. I did. It was like the second time I think I used the Dutch oven, which also you have access to for whatever you want to cook. But like the second time we used it, I think I made a seafood boil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made one of those.
Hell yeah,
it was kind of a pain in the ass. It's pretty expensive, and we didn't eat all of it because I have a fucking Dutch oven meant for like 14 to 16 people, and it was just me and Raquel, so it was just way too much food. So yeah, it went pretty well. That was I think Raquel mentioned it as like the best thing I made other than the ramen with steak.
It's hard to top ramen with steak.
Yeah, we also we've been doing a lot of the food just like tinfoil style because I'm lazy and it saves me doing dishes. But also it's just kind of a fun way to cook around the fire because it
is fun.
It's just like last time I went by myself and all I brought was like a pre-made quiche from the store and a single box of Hot Pockets.
Okay.
So like the hot pockets, I just threw in tinfoil, set it next to the fire for I don't know 20 minutes or something, and just turned it and rotated it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually I can pull it out, set it on a plate, and I can eat right on the tinfoil, so it isn't a complete mess.
One of these days we'll do a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, we could get a full like tripod stand or something too, and do like a over the fire thingy. Like a gigantic tripod that you can hang shit on, and
Yeah.
it's too much for me because I don't have a lot of space in my tiny little car for fucking equipment,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I'm using like 8 or 9 bundles of firewood when I go out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, since we'll have a second vehicle, we could theoretically do a little bit more extreme in the spring and summertime. I want to do more extended of a trip. Like I'd like to do like a 2 or 3 day eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Just because right now it'd be kind of tough to do.
Yeah, I'd be down. Do you have a nice cooler?
Yeah, we have I forget what the brand is. It's like the really Yeti. Yeah, we have a Yeti
Hell
that
yeah.
I use. We have some other ones that we could use if we need to carry more stuff than just, one cooler. Like I think we have 2 or 3 that I have access to.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, not that I want to bring that many, but
Yeah, I mean,
for
what's the
multiple days,
what's the point?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice just having dry shit, not having to like I don't like prepping stuff when I'm out there. Like I don't want to be out there fucking with like a cutting board, like trying to do, whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna be doing that.
and that's fine, but like I got containers that I can, if I am gonna make an actual more of a meal, I can just pre-make, pre-dice, pre-marinade, pre-whatever, throw it in the buckets, throw it in the cooler, and just because I don't want to be, I don't know, dealing with that or like trying to clean a cutting board when I'm like my fucking hands are freezing cold and I'm getting rained on and.
Fair.
So I'm just
definitely
lazy.
makes more sense to not do that in the winter. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I don't have a big fold out table. Like I suggest if you want to do prep work, we get an actual table that we can bring out there.
I just use a rock with the cutting board on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you do that,
or
Henry.
A log.
You I do. What the fuck? Is that a bug? Sorry, I got a bug attacking me. All right. I do have a little fold-out cutting board that I can bring that Raquel's mom gave to her like 2 times ago when she was in town, and now I have access to it. So it's like a little folding cutting board.
Okay. I just have like a big wooden one. You've seen it.
True. I just like to bring shit that I don't care about when I go camping. Like I have a little tiny pan, with like a folding handle and stuff for backpacking. Yep. But at this point, I've burnt so much food to it and then scraped it off with steel wool that it's just entirely nonstick at this point. It's like I just entirely will rely on butter or whatever.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
Well, it's just like it's like I'm fucking cooked. Like the first time I used it, I burnt the bun of like a McDonald's McChicken onto it because we went to McDonald's that morning.
McDonald's camping.
I had like one McChicken left over, so I was like, "Fuck it, yeah, I'll throw it in there." And then I completely forgot that I should probably like not cook the fucking bun on the bottom. I should probably unfold it or something.
Yeah.
So I just fucking burnt a bun to it. And
you're fucking stupid.
I mean, it's like a fucking $10 pan, and it's fine because I don't. It's like if I cook on it, I don't really want to have to clean it while I'm out there. So instead, I just clean it when I get back. And by that time, the stuff's stuck onto it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. So, anyways, back to IKEA. We got. It was crazy because we knew what we were going there for, right? But everything that we wanted was sold out. Like everything that we knew we wanted, once we actually like got to the place in the store where you actually buy things, they were all gone. So we had to go online, and then you can't even like order them and like reserve them for whenever more get sent to the store.
Yeah.
You have to like, they'll like notify you or whatever whenever they're back in stock. So I had to do that for 2 dining sets and 2 Detolfs, which are like the glass display cabinets, which I'm going to use for the figures.
When you
And
say dining set, are you talking like plates and shit?
yeah,
Alright.
plates, bowls, and then smaller plates. Yeah.
What, Fred Meyer's isn't good enough for you?
No, these ones they're super nice. They're like almost a mint color, so they're like light green. And we bought 6 mugs in the same color
Mm-hmm.
that were in stock. And then we bought 6 like glass cups that are also like in a similar color.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have like a nice matching set, which
Yep.
I'm excited for. We still need silverware though. Our silverware is horribly mismatched.
There's some Bed Bath and Beyond. I believe there's pretty decent selection of silverware. If I
Bed
recall.
Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they have silverware there. If I recall.
Have I ever been to Bed Bath and Beyond?
Hey,
I
you
don't
know,
think I
it's worth going to. They got a lot of food stuff, cooking stuff there and everything.
Mm.
I mean, I'm sure any sort of like kitchen express or like restaurant express type place would
I
have
did.
stuff.
So I did buy a gigantic pot, which I'm excited about because I'm gonna make soup stock in it.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to make pho because Karina hasn't had my pho before.
How big? Like canning size or like what size of
Canning size?
like could
it's
you cook
big.
a turkey in it?
Yes, absolutely. It's really big, yeah. And it's not like super tall, which is nice because our like fan above the stove it's kind of like short, like it hangs a
I
little
hate that.
low. Yeah. So I couldn't get like a gigantic stock pot, which is fine anyways because the burners are like not that big. So it would take forever for something in there to heat up.
You just got to
So
use
this is-
multiple burners at once.
Oh my god, if it was that big, that'd be insane.
It's just the whole stove.
Yeah, but this one it's super nice because it's just like really wide and it's still pretty tall. So I'm excited to make some soup stock with that, some pho, or maybe even some ramen again. Although
A lot of work.
ramen is a ton of work. Pho is a lot easier.
Let's make industrial size miso.
Industrial sized, like gigantic mixing vats.
Yeah, exactly. You will
That
just
way-
set up your living room with like gigantic
be so
water
crazy.
heaters and stuff.
How do you like heat one of those things if you have it in your house?
Live fire. You got to start your house on fire.
Good idea. I don't even know if that would do it, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Those things are hardcore.
Yeah.
Industrial sized miso. That's a good name for the restaurant.
Yeah. Are we selling like really big cups?
We're like the Costco of miso soup. Yeah, you gotta come in, buy in bulk.
Buy it by like the gallon, like the gallon. Like they come in milk jugs.
Yeah, exactly. Or the barrel.
Oh, the barrel. That'd be good.
Buy
too.
them by the barrel. That would
Yeah.
be funny.
It looks like you're buying liquor, but really, like you're just buying barrels of miso.
Barrels of miso. There's the episode title. We figured it out.
Barrels of miso. What's you got any New Year's kind of resignations?
Resignation.
Resignation? Are you quitting?
Resolutions.
Resolutions? That's the word I was looking for.
Well, I've
Trying-
been streaming a lot more. I'm trying to do that at least 4 days a week. Because I mean, a lot of the times I just end up, sitting there just like randomly browsing the internet or whatever.
Yeah,
You
you're,
know,
you're playing games alone anyway. So.
Yeah. So I might as well stream it. And then, once I started doing that, I was like, okay, well, I might as well edit these VODs because I just started recording my streams also.
Mhm.
So I made a YouTube channel and I started editing my VODs. I'm having another one come out tonight that I've been working on. But yeah, editing is really fun. I actually really enjoy the editing process.
Yeah, it's fun. Like,
Shoving extra memes in there.
yeah, I definitely enjoyed when I was like editing random shit while like blazed out of my mind more than I enjoy like editing
I've
the
seen
podcast.
those videos.
Yeah, that was a little bit more fun because I feel like I was being a little more creative. I feel like that might have been part of the reason why I took so long to edit the last one. Is I just like got to a point where I didn't like know how to solve a problem I was running into. So I was like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah,
Um,
well, I've been in so many situations like that.
it's like some of these softwares are just not made very well. I feel like, or it's just like, what the hell am I the last episode? I wanted to add like the title, like the name, just over the image I have for the background, but I
Hmm.
had no idea how. It seems like it'd be easy. I just want to put text overlaid onto this, but
Hmm.
I think the program might be made more for like the final editing, where you've already like edited down scenes individually. Maybe I don't know, but
Hmm.
um, yeah, I didn't end up doing it because of that. But
Hmm. That makes sense. Yeah. I watched like a 15-minute tutorial for Adobe Premiere and I know how to do everything.
yeah,
It's so easy to use. Yeah, cuz there's all these different tabs at the top that just so like effects, audio, graphics, everything like that. So if
yeah.
you're looking for one of those things, you just click it, then it has like a menu with everything that you need to change.
Hmm.
Super nice.
Yeah. I'll probably do that. I'm not sure if I'll use Adobe for this episode or not, but
Yeah.
I'll probably download that and start using that. Because I want to start doing stuff again this year. Like I want to more actively like try holding myself to like you know,
Make things.
yeah, like actually have
Yeah.
like a regimen because I feel like I get real lazy and then I never finish anything.
Yeah, a
Um,
schedule is always nice. I find that if I am not on a schedule of some sort, then I tend to stagnate.
yeah. Yeah, so I definitely think this year I would like to aim to actually release this podcast weekly. Especially now that you're editing, we can probably start swapping over on who's doing them, um, if we need to.
Sure.
Uh, I mean, yeah, might as well. But I also have been considering trying to stream again. I actually really enjoyed it when we streamed Stardew Valley.
that was super funny.
I had my one viewer that I was interacting with in chat, like one random person actually was watching, and it was a good time. Like,
Mhm.
oh hey, like what do you know, viewer, about this? And then they'd give me
Mhm.
some Stardew Valley strats. Um, and it seemed fun. It definitely seemed like it would kind of suck if nobody's actually watching.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
like that sounds just
Thankfully,
depressing.
I always have viewers now.
Yeah. You've gotten like your group of people that are. I don't know any of their names, but you got those.
It's a very small group,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Um, but yeah, so that'd be fun to start doing again. I don't know. It's like I do spend so much time just playing Deep Rock or whatever, so it's like I don't know. I should probably just turn that into something, even if it's only like 2 or 3 days a week. It'd be fun to do that.
Mhm.
Um, I don't know what else exactly I want to do. I know I want to write because I
Mhm.
feel like I constantly put that off.
Yeah. That's the hard one.
It,
That's the hard one because it's like streaming yourself is like, okay, well, you're doing something that you enjoy, and I enjoy writing too, but it's so much more work
I feel
to
like you have,
transfer your thoughts onto a page in like a cohesive way.
yeah, having like the thoughts in your head actually come into a narrative on a piece of paper. Just like,
Yeah.
oh gosh, what's this character's name? What's their backstory? How will this affect the story? I gotta create this barkeep. What or I don't know, probably not barkeep, but whatever.
Yeah, and how I make it a lot easier is I plan everything out
Yeah,
because otherwise I find myself getting lost if I don't plan everything out and when things are supposed to happen.
yeah, I feel like what I need to be doing as far as like planning is just like setting up like I like episodic, and I'd like to just figure out like basically what each episode per se would be,
Hmm.
um, and then kind of make it up as I go for the actual like what just compartmentalize everything, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean that makes it fun too because then you don't necessarily know where your brain is gonna go as you write.
Yeah, it's like I want to have like the general main plot points like planned out, but maybe not all the specifics. 'Cause I feel like a lot of it just requires you actually, I don't know, just like writing that page, and then you're like you are having to make up stuff as you go. You're like, Huh? What did they live? Oh, well, you got to describe where
There's
they are.
so
I
much
gotta
stuff you
describe,
don't think about when you're planning. Also, yeah,
just like there's so many
that's so
small
right.
facts and small like details about the world or the history or the characters that you got to make
Mm-hmm.
up. And so I feel like to some degree, trying to pre-plan everything just does not work for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Hmm.
That's where I'd be at.
Well, fine, Dave. You don't have to. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
giving
just.
you
I'm
my
just.
perspective.
Yeah, fuck you, Henry. uh, yeah, so that's. I don't know. I feel like when it comes to writing, I always. I'm always worried about like what the message I guess is. Like I don't want to write anything that is like garbage or like I don't want to like fail at having my point make sense or have like
Mm-hmm.
conflicting ideas in the narrative that like don't push a central theme or something just because I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know. It's really
I mean,
easier. I think it's easy to write garbage. That's
conflicting ideas though can. I mean, they're like what makes a story great, right? You just have, you have to make it clear, like in the story, which one you feel triumphs over the other.
yeah. I guess what I mean is like I don't want to plan something around like I don't know a character arc being problematic or something. Like I don't want to you
Mm-hmm.
know like I recently kind of changed like where I wanted the setting to be as I realized that I should probably actually write about what I know
Mm-hmm.
instead of like writing about like a foreign culture because I would fucking fail
Butcher it.
horribly. Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'd
that's
rather
why
not
I
do
just
that.
make my own up.
Well,
That
you know,
reminds me. It reminds me of this. So it was like a Twitter post, I think, and it was like this dude describing like all of these like cool continents and stuff, and like their cultures and stuff, and then at like the very end, he's just like, and then there's Asia, where everything is just like it is in the real world. It's Asia. Is it? Was it that kind of a thing?
um, no, it was just like I feel like there's there's a tendency in say stories that are Asian, for instance, like when it's somebody who's not like say Avatar, for instance. Avatar
Mm-hmm.
pulls a lot from a lot of different cultures,
Cultures, yeah.
and to the point where it's like it's not clearly like oh the Fire Nation is Japan or something. You know, it's not
Yeah.
super clear like that. And that was kind of what I wanted to aim for. But you know, even just like creating a name, you're like okay, you know. Do I go off of somebody I know? Do I look up historical figures and go off of that? Like, there's so much like, unless you're really knowledgeable on like that history or like on whatever cultures that you're talking about, I feel like you're just gonna fail when it
Hmm.
comes to putting that into a thing. I don't know.
That's
That's
fair.
that's just my worry more than anything.
So you're gonna write a book about dudes that eat cheeseburgers and
Yeah.
camp and burn McChickens and put steak in their ramen.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Are
Yeah.
there
Well,
wizards involved?
there could be wizards. No, that sounds I mean, let me just write an
Hamburger wizard.
autobiography about the hamburger wizard. I'll
Mm.
call it Burger King.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
This episode sponsored by
Arby's.
Steak Shack. Is that a place?
Is that a place? Steak Shack?
There's
I'm thinking of Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. What and
Steak Shack.
what's the shack called in Rocket
Taco
Power?
Shack? Rocket Power.
Yeah.
I don't
Don't,
fucking know.
don't they have a Shake Shack in that?
I don't know. There's a Taco Shack in Jimmy Neutron.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
Taco Shack, Taco Shack. You could eat until you break your back. You know, I even remember the jingle. Thanks,
That-
Hugh Neutron.
I only know.
You remember? You remember when the truck full of pies crashes, and he's like mega depressed before this, and then like all the pies land around him, and even though he thinks his family is dead, he's like, "I will keep on living."
oh, Hugh. Yeah, I actually do vaguely remember that,
That's a good one.
but only vaguely.
I could talk for hours about how Jimmy Neutron is underrated.
I don't know. It kind of looks like garbage, man.
Why do you say that?
Visually, it just kind of looks like shit.
That is definitely true. The visuals are they don't hold up.
No. Looks like you're watching like I was about to say something really dumb. I was about to say like it looks like you're watching like a kid show from the early 2000s, and I'm like, well, I guess that is true.
You're fucking stupid. You
I
could
was
say
thinking- I was
it looks
thinking,
like
like-
you're watching like a YouTube generated
Like
kids
kids
content.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, maybe
That's what it
accurate.
does look like.
I was thinking like early Bob the Builder or something, or like early Thomas the Tank. Not early Thomas the Tank Engine, but you know, like animated
Thomas the Tank Engine is fucking. That's like puppets, right?
I don't think so.
Thomas the Tank Engine?
like it's on a hand.
No,
puppets? Well, you said
no,
puppets,
they're
I
like
think
they're
on a
like
hand.
toys, aren't they?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
The original was like toys, I think.
I feel like at some point it probably switched to animation and it probably looked bad. I feel like I have some vague
Yeah, that's
recollection
true.
of
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I'm looking at it right now, and it started as like toy animation, but then it turned into creepy 3D animation. Ugh.
Yeah, it's probably kind of like how like what happened to the
Star
company-
Wars, when they bring in the young Luke Skywalker and the Mandalorian, and he's 3D CGI, and it
Wait,
looks
what?
horrible.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that happened in the last episode of the
I
Mandalorian.
I know there was something about Luke, but was it like younger than
it
the
was
first?
CGI Luke.
After or before the original trilogy?
I don't fucking know.
Well, Henry,
I don't know when it takes place. I've only seen like 3 episodes.
you're fake news, buddy.
Well, I mean, it's the truth. I'm sure you could find it if you looked it up. It's CGI Luke.
Unverified sources, get out of here.
Okay.
You're lying to me.
I mean, you could watch all 24 episodes or whatever there
I
are.
I have genuinely no interest in watching anything Star Wars related. I heard it's good.
I plan on watching The Mandalorian, but nothing else.
I feel like
You
if I
know.
watch The Mandalorian, then I'm gonna get stuck watching all these other fucking shows that are coming out. Like I already watched Avengers, you know. Like, can we just call it?
I haven't even seen Infinity War or Endgame.
Fist of the North Crystals.
I've seen that. There's a live action Fist of the North Star film.
I did not know that actually.
It has the moniker of low budget water world. That's what people call it. Have you seen Waterworld,
Yeah,
bud?
I've seen Waterworld. You mean the one where they're constantly trying to hide the guy's balding?
Yeah, and the one where they spent thousands and thousands and millions of dollars on it, and
You
then
ever
it was a huge flop.
You ever see the like Universal Pictures like stage performance?
Of Waterworld?
Yeah, it's like
That's a thing?
it's not a stage performance. It's like in a water, like what they would have dolphins in. It's like a performance they do at one of the
Oh,
one of the
God.
places. I saw it at one point when I was really young.
Did you enjoy it as a young child?
I don't think so. This is all based off like vague memory, so nobody quote me on any of this. It could not exist, honestly. I could be making this up.
I believe you.
It's like
It
one
sounds
of those,
like something that they would already have made, like when the movie comes out, and then they're like, ah, fuck.
like wow.
I mean, we
Yeah.
got to run it for a while.
Yeah, one of those bad promotions that they like preemptively agree to, and then
Yep.
they're like, "Oh no, the movie flopped. What am I gonna do?"
Yeah.
I feel like that probably happens. I like when I watch Defunct Land or whatever. I feel like there's a lot of those where it's like,
Yeah.
they combined it with the release of this, but this fucking movie sucked. So
Yeah, then they have to like rebrand it or whatever, but like still use it.
yeah, you excited for the second Avatar movie? That's gonna come out at some point.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Don't they have like 50 planned?
They have like 6 or 7 planned, I think.
Isn't
And
that just like madness?
especially considering they still haven't released a second one, so it's like, what the fuck's the point?
Yeah.
Like,
I could
It's
understand
been like
if he
what, 8
planned
years now?
yeah. Well, I think it's been longer than that, right?
Probably.
Wasn't that like 2009?
Might have been. I try not to remember.
I could understand it if it was like 3 movies. Like you made like a new trilogy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the Avatar trilogy. It'll contest Lord of the Rings, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh brother. Man, those movies are so good.
Yeah, they are.
They're like underrated, I feel.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
I feel like they're I feel like I've seen a lot of random people talking about Lord of the Rings recently. Like even just
Really?
on the Tinder, I feel like I see a decent amount of people that are like, "Oh yeah, I love watching Lord of the Rings." And I'm like, "Oh cool."
They're just good movies.
They are. I don't know how people complain about the like anything left out of them because they're like really good fucking movie versions of a book.
Yeah.
Like they have all the important stuff. It's like who cares about Tom Bombadil? That character
Fuck
sucked.
off, Tom Bombadil. He didn't do shit.
What a waste of like 4 chapters. It just went
4?
nowhere.
More
How
than
much
that.
was it longer than that? I know.
He shows up later, if I remember right. He does some
Um,
more dumb shit.
yeah, it feels very much. I haven't read The Hobbit because I'm
Really?
uncultured.
Fake
yeah,
fan.
yeah, fake fan. But
That's the book I've read the most.
yeah, I'm aware. I know you.
You want to borrow my
Uh,
copy?
Sure, I'll read it.
Bound in leather. Thanks, Dalton.
I think I might have it on audiobook or something. But anyway, point being is I feel like Tom Bombadil is like a holdover from The Hobbit as far as like I feel like the first part of Lord of the Rings is a little bit more
Hobbitish.
hobbitish, more like
That
weird,
is
wacky things going on, and
that
just the
is fair,
hobbits.
yeah.
And it's like once you get to like I don't know the end of the Twin Towers or whatever, it's entirely different. I feel like tonally.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the point, though, right? Leaving the Shire, it's like wow, things sure are fucking awful out here.
Yep.
Good books too. I really enjoyed my read through of them.
Yeah, I need to read the books again. It's been a long time since I've read the Lord of the Rings trilogy. We watched the movies though recently. The family.
Nice.
My mom was watching them for the first time. That was funny.
She like them?
She did, yeah. She
Yeah.
she likes she likes all of the she likes the orcs the best. If you can believe that.
Weird.
My mom loves the orcs because they're like the makeup is like disgusting and stuff, and she finds that like so fascinating.
Yeah, that's impressive stuff they did.
It
Like-
is, yeah. So many extras.
Yeah. Like they're just impressive movies. Like just like what went into them. Like whenever you watch the behind the scenes stuff about like the size difference, like between the Gandalf
Yeah.
and Frodo scene or whatever, where they have like the table cut in half, like
Yep.
with like
The
6
forced
feet
perspective
between them.
stuff. Yep.
It's so crazy. I
Yep.
love it. But yeah, I think
Man.
I last watched Lord of the Rings like a year and a half ago or so. But I got the extended edition on Blu-ray. So
Hell yeah. Yeah. The extended edition's worth it too. If I was like a child, I would probably hate sitting through the extended edition.
yeah.
But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I want more. Give it to me.
I feel like it's I like it a lot because instead of like sitting down and watching like a 2.5 hour movie, you can sit down and like the edition I have, it's each movie separated into 2 discs.
Yeah.
So you watch the first half and like on the Fellowship, it splits it, when the Fellowship is formed, and then you go to the second disc and it does all of Moria.
Mhm.
And so you can watch one night and you watch the next one next night, and it's like watching like I said this to you the other day, but it's like watching like a super high budget short series.
Yep. That's what it feels like, yeah.
So
They're so
I like
good.
that a lot. I think it's a great way to view it. I wonder what's ever going to happen with the Amazon version. That's
What?
been, you ever heard about that?
No.
Yeah, Amazon was making a live action version TV show
Of Lord of the Rings?
of Lord of the Rings. I think the first one's going to start off before the Lord of the Rings starts, like following Aragorn and what he was doing prior to the Lord of the Rings. So it's,
How dare they?
so well, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But
Yeah.
like anything, I just like don't have, you know, like I
I'm
assume
sure
it's gonna be shit until it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, like I would even assume it's just not going to be as good.
Yeah, I would assume so, but I feel
Because
like
I mean, they
yeah.
could take them more time with things, but it's like, damn, man, those movies already took their time with like so much stuff.
It's kind of like The Hobbit being three movies. It's like
Fuck
that.
those
It's like
movies.
just like completely, I don't know, spreading it out. I feel like, you know, when a writer makes something, like when Tolkien writes Lord of the Rings, it starts at a certain point and it ends at a certain point, and that's like what's covered. And things that happen in the past are supposed to be mentioned in the past,
In the past, yeah.
not covered directly, because it's like, sure, it might be interesting stuff, but you know,
I think there's a way that you can do that without like extending it so far. Like The Hobbit, everyone agrees that it could have been like 2 movies.
yeah,
Because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in it.
yeah, two would have been fine.
And it's written with less detail than. Well, technically, it's written with more detail than Lord of the Rings. But they don't stay in. Like the same. Yeah, they don't stay in the same places for long. In a movie, you kind of have to do that because it's theatrical.
Yeah.
I just hate those movies. They suck.
Yeah.
I hate all the real problem with them is all the added shit.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody did ever make like what Jay mentioned, where they would like just condense it all into one movie, like a fan.
Oh, like a supercut. That would be sweet.
I wonder if anybody ever actually did that, because that'd be probably worth watching.
Yeah, I think the first Hobbit movie is legit good, but after that it's like, ew.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
the first one was fine. Like, it was interesting enough. But it's like the third one that was literally just like one big CGI fight scene. Like,
yeah,
what am I
that
watching?
was
Fucking
that was
Transformers?
that was another major problem with those movies is the ridiculous CGI. And who's the actor that plays Gandalf?
The Ian McKellen?
Yeah, he was pissed about all the CGI and the green screens and stuff.
Oh, I bet. Like, that's so absurd.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. I don't know through osmosis, but what's that like fight like in the book?
Which?
Like
the Battle of Five Armies?
Yeah.
Literally, you don't read about any of it because Bilbo Baggins gets knocked out.
And that's exactly what that's what I thought I had heard.
Yeah.
Because I know that's like what George R. R. Martin did for like some fight scenes in Game of Thrones, and I wanted to say I heard that about the Battle of Five Armies too, where it's like oh yeah, they're charging into battle, and Tyrion gets trampled by a horse, and he blacks out for the entirety of it. It's like, all right, that's fine. like I don't need to see clashing of swords constantly or something. Like,
I mean, you can't. It's like impossible to write that in a book.
yeah, describing actions like hot hell.
Well, it's not even describing action. It's describing like the clash of 5 armies. Good luck.
Yeah, it'd be like a visual chaos if that was in a movie, right? Oh yeah, that's what happened in the movie. Oh no.
They released that, Dave.
Can you imagine buying that and watching it?
Oh my god.
Like,
I would have been so mad.
And you're like, oh wow, this is just still going, huh? Yeah. I don't know. I guess we can't expect it.
CGI sucks.
CGI does suck. I feel like I have to explain that to people a lot, or like just like explain why I dislike some movies and like other movies. It's like, look, I just don't want to have like half the movie be a CGI fight scene between robots. Like,
yeah, I was so happy when so after my family watched Lord of the Rings, they started watching the Hobbit trilogy, and Riley and Michaela were like, "We do not like these movies, but we'll watch them with you." And my mom was like, "Why don't you guys like them?" And then what was it? The end of the first movie when they're like with the eagles, it's just like CGI everything, and the background is like green screen, and they're not like in a real place, and you can tell. and it's like it's just
Yeah.
so distracting. And Michaela and Riley were talking about how much they hated it, and it made me happy.
Yeah, that's nice when you can actually like respect people's opinions.
Yeah, thanks, Ry.
When are we getting Riley on here as a guest?
Uh, whenever he gets a good microphone, I don't know.
True, true. I feel like a lot of people have like good enough microphones to work for my, standard.
Really?
I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like if the Jake portion wasn't recorded through my overly loud OBS, I feel like that would
Yeah.
have been a little better sounding. But I don't know. It's like,
Yeah, we could get Riley on here. We gotta get Riley's my older brother, by the way. We gotta get Wesley on here, who's my younger brother.
Wesley will just make fun of me.
He will, and
That's
that's why he would be a great guest.
I think that's what every guest will likely end up doing.
Just ridiculing you, Dave.
Yeah, that's kind of what I get a lot.
Yeah,
At least from the Cummins, Riley will come on, he'll tell me I have nice gums, and then
yeah, and then
You know.
you'll feel embarrassed about your nice gums.
yeah, I'll blush. You guys won't see it because it's audio only, but I'll blush.
Audio blushing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good episode name. Also, write that down.
Blushes in audio.
That's a good band name too.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, on a different topic, the camping anime I mentioned earlier is supposed to have the new season start this month. So excited about that.
Nice, nice.
I can't wait to watch more of Yuru Camp.
Speaking of anime,
Yeah.
the newest season of Is the Order a Rabbit was a big success.
Yeah, they're gonna do a third season.
That was the third season.
Oh, was it? I don't know
Yeah.
about this thing.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of the OVAs because, as far as I know, they never got released in the U.S.
Ah,
It's not like a mega popular show in the U.S. But it's,
yeah.
it's big enough in Japan, which is how it has 3 seasons and some OVAs.
Have you ever watched any Card Captor Sakura?
Yeah, I love CCS.
Yeah, I started watching it on Netflix last night. It was pretty good.
The original.
I don't know. I watched one of them. It looked like an older show.
Yeah. I
Looked
think
like-
I think it's the original that's on Netflix. Yeah.
I was there like recently one.
Yeah, they made a new series, but I think it's on Crunchyroll and it has a subtitle. It's like
Yeah.
Clear Card.
Yeah, I assume then it was the old one because it definitely looked like, I don't know, 90s or 2000 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
but-
super cute.
Yeah, I'm watching that. I like that. I feel like some of the stuff in it I've definitely seen merch of at SakuraCon.
Yeah, it's a really popular show.
Yeah. So
It's like on a I would say on a bit of a level below like Sailor Moon as far as like pop culture goes.
yeah. I can't remember. What was your take on Sailor Moon?
I love Sailor Moon. It's
Like,
great.
Like, what was your recommendation for watching it? Or like you said to read it, didn't you?
Yeah, so the newer anime adaptation for it, the art style is like not good. The older show has a great art style. It's like, I don't know, like the quintessential like 90s anime art style in my opinion.
Yeah, I like the art a lot. Kind of like how
Mhm.
I like One Piece's art because it reminds me of Nana's art. Yet I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. So you can watch the old anime, but you might want to refer to like an episode guide as far as like what is actually the plot and what is
Garbage.
them like Saved by the Bell bullshit.
Rom-com.
Yeah, because the original manga is only like 12 volumes or something like that, if I remember right.
Wow.
But it's worth a read or it's worth a watch with an episode guide.
I don't know. I feel like I'll probably get into it eventually or watch it. Get around to watching it. I feel like I want to get into watching anime again. Kind of.
Yeah.
Part of my problem right now is I like to watch shows actually on my TV because I have a TV.
Mm-hmm.
But Crunchyroll is not a app for my TV, so unless I set up my computer to be plugged into my TV, I can't watch Crunchyroll on there. So I'm just kind of stuck with whatever Netflix has. which they occasionally have some good stuff. So it's like fine.
Yeah, Karina and I made a huge list of things to show each other.
Yeah.
And we're almost. I think we were gonna finish it tonight. Actually, we were gonna finish. I wanted her to watch the first couple arcs of One Piece, like I don't know, up to like episode 36 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then make her read all of it.
Wow. That sounds like something I wouldn't do if I was her.
She really likes it. It's
yeah?
good.
How much have you guys watched of it?
We're on episode 32.
Nice.
Yeah, and I mean the manga is much better paced, and you can, even though it's like 1,000 chapters or whatever, you can read it in like a month, and it won't take you that long. I mean, once you start reading something that you like, especially manga, you just blow through it, and that's why I don't really buy manga, because it's like if it's a long series, then it's like you're just gonna buy every book, and it takes up so much space. So I tend to just read it all online.
I definitely feel that. I bought like one of Spice and Wolf.
Oh,
and I enjoyed it, and I was like, I should read more of this. And then I was like, yeah, it's like $10 a volume. That's like a really expensive like way to experience something.
Yeah, it's like there's like 12 books of Spice and Wolf, so it's like $120 for the whole series, and you can read it all in like 4 hours, right?
Yeah, like I really only buy. I don't buy a lot of manga. I'm not much of a manga guy, but I really only buy things that are like one large volume.
Yeah, like I have the or like a small series. So I have like the 3-in-1 books of Evangelion, and there's only 5 of those. And then I have the huge books of Akira. There's 6 of those. And then I have 2 Magic Knight Rayearth books, which are thick, and they're the whole series.
Yeah, like I could see myself getting maybe like JoJo's or something, because I think they have that pretty compact, right?
Yeah. You can get the hardback books that are 2-in-1.
Yeah,
They're super nice.
Of what they have officially in book form, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that only goes up to like 4 or 5 parts, but like
they're I don't think they've finished part 4 yet for those, but they did finish part 3 for the hardback serialization of those.
Yeah,
those are pretty books too.
Yeah, I'd be happy to get those whenever I have like more room for books and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I need more book space.
Yeah, I'm really happy with my bookshelf. You know that before I moved in with Karina, my bookshelf, the sections weren't tall enough for my very large art book collection, so they just kind of sat flat on there, and it was really ugly, and they like stuck out, and I hated it. But now my bookshelf looks super nice.
Yeah, I have like I guess it's a nightstand, but I have a nightstand next to my bed, and there's like a sliding door on it, so 2 of the shelving areas I have books in, and then the other 2 are not for books. And but it's just not enough space for all the books
I have too many books. Yeah.
It's like I got a copy of The 3-Body Problem, and it's like sitting on the top, like sitting sideways on top of other books, and then it's like you get so many books with different sizes,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
it'll be cool to have more. Yeah.
Are we gonna play Yokohama?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to?
For those of you that don't know, do you want to explain what Yokohama is, Dave?
I mean, do you want to? I have no idea. I mean, I know vaguely what it is. I can guess. It's a board game I got for Henry for Christmas that we had previously joked about. It's
let me tell this story, I guess, because there's a bit of a story behind it. So we were looking at board games to buy because we love board games, and we were wondering what like the most well-regarded board games were. So you were looking on your own, and you sent me a couple before that, and then you were like, oh, what about this one? And so I looked on the website, and I look at the screenshots because that's the easiest way to tell whether you're going to enjoy a game, right?
Yeah.
And the table setup is ginormous. There is so many pieces, so much shit on the table. There must be like 30 different sections of this like board in quotation marks, and they all have like their own currency and like point systems. It's like an insane structure for a game.
Yeah,
And
it's kind of like a stock market or like a market type.
Yeah,
game.
I believe you're like investing in businesses in like 16th century Japan. That's the
Yeah.
that's the premise, I believe. And
I think it might be early 20th century. It's like
yeah.
when
Yeah, it
Japan
might
opened up
be-
their markets or something.
yeah, it might
like
be
that.
19th century, but it's just like ridiculous. And I'm sure it'll take quite a while to learn because I'm sure everything has a name that you got to know, and there's probably a ridiculous scoring system, everything like that. I'm excited to play it because I like this, complicated shit.
Yeah. Who do you want to rope into playing? Because I would like to get over to visit your fam at some point. I thought it would be a good thing to play with your brothers, but
Wesley would probably see the board and then dip.
yeah. I bet we could get Riley in on it.
I
but-
know that we could get Riley to play. I don't even think Michaela would play.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. Maybe no, not even my dad. My dad would hate playing it.
Yeah. I mean,
So I guess
maybe-
it would be like you, me, Riley, and Karina, right?
Yeah. I know Karina said she was willing to play it, so.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be fine. It just I feel like it's one of those things that we whoever we rope into it, they're gonna be having a time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try my best to read up and learn beforehand, but
Gosh,
I know you have trouble understanding.
I get confused. Okay, I'm not very smart.
We were playing Here to Slay, and you you were having trouble with that game for a time, and it's like, this is baby game.
Hey, shut up! I just want to make sure I had a firm understanding of the rules.
Yeah, you had to ask me like 4 times, like what you could do with your actions.
Hey, I just had to confirm exactly what could and could not be used at different times.
Mm-hmm. That's fair, I guess.
I mean, hey, didn't I end up winning?
Yes. Yeah, because you got every
So?
type right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And nobody had a challenge.
So all my questions worked out. You
Fair.
know what they say? There's no stupid questions, Henry.
I don't believe that at all.
Only stupid people. That's the
Okay,
end.
there you go.
That's the end of the joke.
Okay, yeah. Is
It's like
it
we-
a joke?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've had a lot of jokes this episode. I feel like we need a comedy bit because we're about to hit an hour.
Okay, let's do a little skit, okay?
Sure.
I'll be Alex Jones walking into a McDonald's play place, and you can be the overworked teenager who has to clean up the piss on the floor, okay?
Is it Alex Jones piss?
Well, hey, hold on, bud. You're spoiling the skit.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that was planned. Takeout number 3.
Hey, we got a problem in the ball pit over there.
Hello, sir. Can you hold on 1 minute? I gotta make this shake. Okay, here, ma'am. Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Yeah, so I think a kid definitely like pissed in the ball pit. It wasn't me.
Are you sure it's piss, sir, and not our sweet tea?
Well, I had a little taste. To make sure and piss.
You made sure to piss, sir?
It might have been no. It was definitely a kid.
All right. I'll get my manager on it. Hello, sir. I heard you pissed in there.
Fuck. And then Alex Jones, he rips off of his skin. You know those like T-shirts that have like the muscles on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he rips off one of those, and he has actual muscles underneath. And then he runs back into the ball pit, and he jumps inside and he hides.
Okay. I was picturing that one clip of Alex Jones where he like pulls off his shirt and he's like, I feel like that happens multiple times actually.
Probably.
I feel like there's multiple clips of Alex Jones.
If there's
shirtless.
a person who like takes their shirt off once, like in public or live, you know that they have done it multiple times.
Yeah.
That's just a fair thing to assume.
You're not when you're streaming, you're not allowed to go shirtless, even if you're a dude, right?
No, you can do that now. I think they rescinded that rule.
Oh, yeah.
However, they made the word simp a slur on twitch.tv, so you can't call people simps anymore.
Yeah? Why?
I don't know.
Too many people getting called simp, I guess?
I don't know. Give money to women, simp. I don't know.
Huh.
Kind of goes against the business model.
Yeah. Yeah, it also seems like it was one of those words that everybody was saying for a while.
I hated the simp craze. It was like you would just see people interacting with women and everybody would be like, simp. Simp. So fucking dumb.
The simp zombies.
So I'm glad they dumped that word. Even if it does seem like heavy-handed, but also like, holy shit, it was annoying. So thank you.
Yeah, I could see that. Do you have to make like a lot of your own like censored words and shit? Typically,
no. There's like an auto mod that you can turn on. Except I need to lax mine because the word bitch is censored, and I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, bitch is fair game.
Yeah, bitch is fair game. And I was getting annoying. Karina was the one typing bitch in my chat. So I was like, it's getting annoying hitting the allow button.
It's like, Karina, can you stop saying that? You're ruining my stream.
So, speaking of streams, I'll just go. I'll give you the summary of what I've been doing, and I'll give you the update because I'm sure you watched at least a little bit of my video.
Yeah, I watched. I might have watched it all. I might have skipped forward. I don't know.
That's fine. Not much happened in that first episode. It was kind of just an introduction.
Yeah.
But so I've been playing one of my favorite games, Monster Rancher 2, for the PlayStation 1 on Twitch, and I've played it so many times. There's like a really good community for the game, and they've actually done some modding of it in recent years. So there was a hard mode that I played a couple years ago that was super cool. It like rebalances the whole game and makes all of the tournament fights harder. And then recently there was a randomizer mod developed. So there's 36 monster types in the game. It randomizes all of them and how you unlock all of them. So the unlock methods are the same, but they'll unlock different monsters. And then on top of this, I added basically like some permadeath rules. So if one of my monsters dies, then I have to like let them go.
Nuzlocke rules.
Yeah, and I have to restart with a different monster. And it has been rough because I cannot get a monster off the ground. Like, they just die, and they have died in the worst ways possible. There's this thing that you have to do to unlock new moves, right?
Yeah.
It's called errantry. And so you send a monster to like a different like island or whatever to train by themselves, and then their stats go up and they unlock new moves. There's a chance once they finish that they run into a wild monster, and they can be way out of your monster's league, like in strength, which normally wouldn't matter in a regular game because like if they lose, it's like whatever, and if they win, then you get like some bounty money. But it's happened twice now where I send a monster that I've put a lot of like money and effort into to get a new move, and then they run into a wild monster at the end and they fucking die. And it is so heartbreaking. The most recent one broke me because it was like I was finally getting over the hump with that monster, and then it gets to the end of the errantry, and like the monster is just like a little bit stronger than it, so I'm like hopeful that it can win, right?
Yeah.
And the problem is that monster was a plant type monster, and the AI for the plants is the worst in the game. They will only use their weakest attack, and they'll stay up close where a lot of monsters have like their strongest attacks. And it took like 3 minutes for the fight to be over because they just kept like moving back and forth and not using any moves. I cannot control the monster when they're fighting a wild monster like this.
Oh.
And it was so aggravating. And then it got to like, they both got to like super low HP. Like one shot from my monster would kill the other and vice versa.
Yeah.
And then my monster died and I was silent for like a full minute, like looking at the KO screen. It was so sad. And then, yeah, I won't spoil the rest. That was the highlight though.
Yeah.
My God.
We can link that in your new episode and your channel and shit.
Thanks.
Underneath this one. Yeah. Do you wanna do any like joint stuff on this channel that's like more gaming or more gameplay-y or anything? Because I've been thinking we could try to do something along those lines.
Anything that involves the both of us, yeah. Like if you streamed or if I streamed and you were involved, I would upload it here probably.
Yeah, cause like I still want to do Stardew Valley eventually and shit, and like in general, I feel like there's kind of like
I've heard that the mods for that game pop off.
I don't know anything about the base game, so like we haven't gotten very far in the base game. I feel like ever.
That is true. Yeah, we never really got to like the like animals or whatever, like farm animals. I just remember fishing all the time and making bank.
you see that they added a new farm.
Yeah, there's a new farm. It was like a beach, right?
Yeah, it was like a water farm or something weird like that.
It looked cool. Yeah, I saw the screenshot.
Like I'd still love to do like a full group of 4 and do the wilderness.
The gigantic one, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun to do. And just like things like Princess Make or whatever. Like that was fun to me. Like that. Like I feel like we could do some multiplayer stuff, but yeah, I'll probably I don't know if right now I'll try to start getting stuff prepared to actually try streaming, but that would be fun to do.
Yeah, you might have to wait until your internet gets a little better.
My internet's just so unreliable. Usually it's fine. Usually it works fine. It's just like sometimes there'll just be like one too many people streaming or something. And it just hits the shitter.
Yeah, that was a problem when I lived with my parents, and whenever my mom would do like Zoom calls with like, like 50 people in them or whatever, the internet would just go down the drain.
Yeah,
I couldn't play like anything or even watch anything when she was doing that.
Yeah, it's tough having multiple people on the same internet. Like I'm direct wired in, and I still have issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely noticed you started streaming more recently since you
yeah, it's been fun.
Actually can do it.
Yeah. No distractions.
Yeah. We should try doing doing joint stuff or something. That'd be fun.
I'm totally down.
I know we've had ideas for stuff doing it. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of the episode.
Yeah, we're like
that's fine.
We're breaching the fucking cap here.
We can go an hour and 8. That's all right. But
anyway,
okay. Yeah. So if you guys want to check out Henry shit, it's gonna be in the down below. And hope you guys have a good one. Happy New Year.
Have a happy New Year, fellas.
Woohoo!
Love y'all. Beep boop.